On February the 24th, 2020, a 911 operator answers a rather startling call from a 42-year-old Florida woman by the name of Sarah Boone.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
4748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748, what's the street name?
France, Frantz.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Okay, 4748 France, correct?
Correct.
All right, correct. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing. And like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep, and I woke up, and he was dead in the suitcase, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Right, okay, what's the apartment number?
3.
I don't know.
Apartment 3?
Yes, like he has like blood coming out of his mouth, and I don't know if like he had like an aneurysm or what happened.
Right, okay, all right, okay. Listen, we're getting help out there too. All right, okay.
No way! This woman's boyfriend, who I happen to know is 42-year-old Jorge Torres, has died of suffocation after getting into a suitcase in a game of hide and seek with his girlfriend the night before. That is seriously crazy. How do you let that happen? I don't know, were they each under the influence? However it happened, it can only have been a devastatingly unfortunate accident. Can't it? What was revealed in court about the relationship between Sarah Boone and Jorge Torres, including what unravelled on the night of Jorge's murder, left everyone everywhere overwhelmingly shocked and severely confused, and it was all because Jorge's very murder was 1,000,000% preventable, Sarah herself needing to do nothing more than to dislodge the paper clip that she had used to hold the suitcase zip together. Now viewer, if I've got you hooked on the story so far, do subscribe, give the video a like, drop a comment when you're ready and donate. Hit the thanks button below, I'll appreciate you. In 2018, a year and a half into their relationship, Sarah and Jorge were at a bar together and Sarah asked an unknown male for a cigarette. Jorge got upset when he saw his girlfriend talking to another man, so he left the bar. The couple both went back to their apartment and began fighting. When police arrived, whoever had actually called them, Boone claimed that Torres dragged her upstairs and then kicked her in the right eye. Torres claimed that he was going upstairs to get away from Sarah when she started strangling him and he attempted to kick her away from him, and that's when he may have kicked her in the eye. Neither was willing to write a formal statement about the incident and both refused medical treatment. In line with this, they were both released without charge after the police took the decision to arrest them both when they found themselves unable to determine which of the two had been the primary aggressor. On June the 15th, 2019, Jorge became upset that Sarah was again talking to another man, so he flung her off the bed and then beat her up. Sarah told the police officer who attended, Sarah having been the one, presumably, to have called the police on this occasion, that Jorge said, quote, "You're going to die," unquote. Jorge was arrested and released the following day with an order to have no contact with Sarah. But then, on June the 18th, Jorge went to Sarah's apartment while Sarah was upstairs and he took a credit card of hers and then left. The following morning, Sarah called the police to report the incident. The officer stated in his report that Sarah claimed that she didn't invite Jorge in, but that she didn't deny him access either. Once again, Sarah chose not to make a formal statement against her boyfriend because she didn't want to get him arrested, which makes us wonder why the fuck she called the police in the first place. Anyway, despite Sarah's having since stopped cooperating with the police, the officer in question tried to locate Jorge, first at his parents' house and then at the Ace hardware store where he was employed, but came away from both places empty-handed, so to speak, because remember, Jorge was ordered not to have any contact with Sarah. That same afternoon though, the officer returned to Sarah's apartment where the couple were and where they had once again been arguing. Jorge was arrested and sent to jail, only to be released, once again, without charge. The evening of the 23rd of February 2020, however, gave birth to an incident that would alter, shall we say, the relationship between the couple forever. According to Sarah, she and her boyfriend were drinking wine and playing hide and seek. Side note, while playing hide and seek is per se a harmless activity, how many fucking adults play such a babyish game, however much they might have had to drink? End of side note. Sarah claimed that she first hid in the upstairs shower, but that Jorge never came up and found her. As such, Sarah went back downstairs and got Jorge to see how funny it would apparently be if he got into a suitcase. Once Jorge, who, as I say, had rapidly latched on to Sarah's idea that climbing into the suitcase would be a hilarious moment for him and his girlfriend to enjoy, willingly stepped into the suitcase and then folded himself all the way in. His girlfriend found, as I mentioned earlier, that she had to use a paper clip to zip the suitcase up because the zip was broken. Before you ask, I don't know exactly what Sarah did with the paper clip to get it to make the zip work. I've never tried that trick myself. Anyway, all Sarah could remember after this point, she said, frustratingly enough, was passing out on her bed and then waking up the next morning to find that Jorge wasn't in bed with her. Her instinctive thought was that he was on the computer downstairs. However, after not hearing him downstairs or anywhere in their home while she initially remained upstairs, she went downstairs, caught sight of the suitcase and remembered what, or rather who, was in it. The next thing she knew, she was on the phone in a panic. 911 though wasn't who she was calling to report that her boyfriend, who had spent the last 11 hours locked in a suitcase, had turned purple and was completely unresponsive. In my country, the UK, we call that being dead. Sarah, of course, having since opened the suitcase and found Jorge in the said state. It was her ex-husband. Minutes later, having been advised by her ex-husband to call 911 and having realised as such that her husband wasn't, as she seems to have hoped, able to wave a magic wand and bring Jorge back to life, Sarah made her call to the emergency services.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
4748 France Court, apartment 3.
4748, what's the street name?
France, Frantz.
And the apartment number?
3.
Is this a police or medical?
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Okay, 4748 France, correct?
Correct.
Alright, great. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing. And like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Right, okay, what's your apartment number?
3.
Apartment 3?
Yes, like he had like blood coming out of his mouth, and I don't know if like he had like an aneurysm or what happened.
Right, okay, alright, okay, listen, we're getting help out there too. Alright, okay. Okay,
Right now?
Okay, yeah, man, listen, we're on our way out there. You're at 407-716-8684. Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase. I tried giving him CPR.
Okay, so he was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Okay, how old is the boyfriend, ma'am? 42-year-old male. All right. Okay, we're sending help out there. Sheriff's officer on the way out there?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, okay. All right, listen to me. Okay, I just need to confirm this one. All right, I understand. I just need to confirm this. Is he awake at all? Is he conscious at all?
No, he's purple.
Is he breathing?
No.
All right. I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me, okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
All right.
Honestly, how calm and composed the woman sounds in reporting that she's just found her boyfriend dead and that it has happened as a result of apparently innocent horseplay. You'd think she basically never had any feelings for him. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you might even think, possibly, that not only did she taunt him when he protested that he couldn't breathe, in case any such thing actually happened, she filmed her act of taunting him and refusing to let him out of the suitcase as well.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you ching on me.
Sarah.
Fuck you!
Fucking breathe, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Sarah.
After Sarah was charged with second-degree murder, as she promptly was when police seized her phone and discovered this video recording on it, police questioned her about the black eye that Jorge had at the time of his death, as well as the bruises, cuts and abrasions that he had all around his head, plus on his back and on his hands. These were all indications of blunt force trauma. Sarah, however, claimed that she and Jorge hadn't been in any way violent towards one another before Jorge climbed into the suitcase. A neighbour, though, reported hearing a loud noise coming from the couple's home at the time in question, which sounded to him like someone or something falling down the stairs. Either way, this particular mystery was never explained. What is massively disturbing, though, is that while police were investigating Sarah and what she did to her boyfriend, they found that Sarah had previously been investigated for zipping someone else up in a suitcase. At one point, you see, Sarah had posted a picture on her Facebook page of a child being shut in a suitcase, which was then zipped shut by Sarah. Both the police and the CPS looked into the matter when it happened, which was 4 years before Jorge's own adventure inside a suitcase that Sarah had set up, and concluded that it was a consensual act. The child wanted, for whatever reason, to have a picture of himself shut in a suitcase. Totally crazy, and no right-minded person, especially not an adult, would have agreed to facilitate one such act as far as I'm concerned. But at least A, the child was fine, and B, the act was at the child's own behest. In December 2024, after a 5-year court process, including all of 9 lawyers for Sarah, plus Sarah's rejecting of a 15-year plea deal, which absolutely everyone except Sarah thought was the craziest and stupidest decision that Sarah could have made, Sarah was sentenced to life in prison, and it serves her the fuck right. Alright, Jorge was clearly a shit of a boyfriend, but Sarah's act against him was wholly unjustified. It wasn't self-defense, for instance, since by Sarah's own account, and by the fact that Jorge was last seen locked in a suitcase, at the point in question, Jorge posed no imminent threat to Sarah's life. If this video has gripped you, I recommend you to watch this one next. I'll meet you there.